Hello and welcome back, and now it's time to do Luke Skywalker. So this is our first of our two operative expansions. We'll be doing Darth Vader as well as, let me get this all out of here, fantastic. Always got to admire FFG, they do such a nice job on just the simple things like the boxes. I know I've probably said this before, but it's always nice. I think it always feels like good stuff. Right then, so the same kind of stuff you're probably used to. You get your instructions, any kind of rules inside it that you might not have used before. So if there's anything in here that you are unfamiliar with, you'll be able to reference it. So if you've got a rule set that's out of date, there's good news for you. Command cards, some upgrade cards, loot cards, and of course your cardboard. But who needs to go into the details about the cardboard, because essentially, well, we've probably seen these a million billion times. So what we'll do is we'll start off by having a look at Luke directly. So really like the model. Let me see if I can kind of move it around in the light so you get to appreciate some of the detail here. But this is a different stance, a much more aggressive stance. It's got an open vest there. Really like the way this looks. Really nice details in the hair, details in the trousers, the boots, the belt. Everything's got a bit more detail to it on the face. Let me see if I can try and give you a real close up of the face. Hopefully that's kind of visible there. But that looks much more like Mark Hamill, doesn't it? If you remember the old one, I'm going to pull that one out so you can have a look. Oh, this is my conversion. Please don't judge it. It's not. It was one of my early ones. It wasn't great. But that doesn't look much like Luke. Maybe it's the painting. Probably is the painting. But when you compare the two side by side, you've got a real mean-looking character and a much more convincing-looking Luke Skywalker. So, you know, well done, FFG. Your sculpting team is doing a fantastic job. So, someone give them a gold star. Anyway, let's look at what you can have. Now, if it's not clear to you, this guy is an operative. So, for anyone who's new to Legion, that symbol up there is the operative symbol. So, he's not a commander. So, unlike the Luke I've just shown you, which came in the original core box, this guy isn't going to be running your army, but he will be playing a big part of it. And it's important to remember that the operative cards that come with Luke, they are for Luke Skywalker. And if this guy ain't Luke Skywalker, well, you can absolutely use them together. Anyway, so his significant jump in points. This one's now 200 points. He's got 3 force upgrades you can take. You can take command upgrades. So essentially, you've got so many kind of different things you can add to him. He's got jump 1, so of course he's got the classic Luke ability to jump and move. He can deflect, which is of course great for kind of sending shots back at your enemy if you surge on a defense. When you do surge and defense with cards. We'll have to explore that in a second. Disengage, so even if he's locked in combat, somebody can break out of it. Immune pierce, so he's not going to get chopped by someone else with a lightsaber unless they've got something like, I don't know, Dooku's the mastery one. I forget the word, but essentially immune pierce is a great keyword to have. And master the force, so any kind of Jedi cards that you have, any force cards rather, you can flip those automatically rather than having to do a refresh action. Health 7, courage 4. Now remember, courage 4, we'll come on to that in a second. Red defense dice, and he surge to crit on attack. Really going to be good. And check out this lightsaber. This guy is running a 7 black dice attack, which surges to crit. You are going to be rolling some mean damage. Do notice though, unlike Commander Luke, no pistol. He isn't going to be he's going to have a pistol to shoot. However, you could run this with saber throw. You'd be throwing 4 dice if I've understood it correctly. So you'd be throwing 4 dice with Pierce 2. That's got to be at least as good as 2 red with Pierce 2, I would imagine. Possibly even better with a name token. Anyway, so just a little bit more kind of nice artwork there in the back. And let's get into the command cards. Do you know what we're going to do actually? We're going to start with the upgrade cards, just so you know. Because I think it'd be nice to focus on the real kind of meat of this one. So Force Guidance, you may have seen this before. Let me try and get this into the light so it's a little bit better. Okay, I'll read it to you if you can't see it. My apologies, guys. Which is choose up to 2 friendly units at range 1 to 2. Each chosen unit gains 1 surge token. So essentially, it's going to be a good buff to help out anyone who's with you. Hope. This is light side only. You gain Inspire 1 after your rally step. Remove up to 1 suppression token from another friendly unit at range 1 to 2. For 3 points, that's great. And it's a real nice kind of play off between Fear, because Fear is also 3 points, but you can add a suppression Now that's just me waffling, but I just thought it was an interesting thing. Tenacity. Now, see, this is the this is the training upgrade. I called it a command slot before, but I actually meant training upgrade. Now, this one you can add a red attack dice to your attack pool when you're in melee combat if you've been injured. So if 7 black dice wasn't enough, if Luke has lost a health, you can make it 7 black dice plus a red. So absolutely lunacy. And last one's duck and cover, where he can take a dodge token a surge token to improve his cover by 1. Okay, so some of these things I think you will have seen before, so I don't want to spend too much time on them. Duck and cover can be a really good one if you're trying to do some shenanigans and get him in the open. So let's go through these. The artwork on these is fantastic. See if you can spot the movie references in terms of what they are. So this is your 1 pip. This is you serve your master well. This is a card that will impact Luke Skywalker only. So Luke Skywalker gains an action, which is choose 1 non-commander or non-operative trooper at range 1, or a suppressed enemy. So the first ones could be friendly, or suppressed enemy non-commander non-operative trooper at range 1. Perform 1 free move or attack action with that unit. If it is an enemy unit, it can attack at the start. It can attack and start a melee with other enemy units. So to clarify, that unit of stormtroopers that Luke Skywalker's next to, if it's suppressed, Luke can play this card, and that can do an attack. Or better yet, if it's Royal Guards or somebody who has charge or relentless, he can make them not only do a move, but he can also make them do an attack, or he can make them shoot into somebody. So this is going to be incredibly powerful, and I can't wait to play this card. It's going to be so much fun. And I think with the only limitations of somebody being suppressed, that's not a big deal, because you could probably take one of the Force upgrades, since you've got 3 of them. And I believe Jedi Mind Trick gives suppression tokens to enemies, so you could do that and this, so you've got the ability to really mix things up. Anyway, next one. Oh, we're staying in Jabba's palace. This is full of surprises. Again, only Luke Skywalker, though. This is one of the odd things about the upgrades here, because these other command cards give Luke Skywalker multiple units. Anyway, so Luke Skywalker gains 1 dodge token. While defending, he rolls a number of additional white dice equal to his courage value minus any suppression he's got. So he has a courage of 4. So whilst you might only be rolling white dice, I will take that chance. I mean, it might not be incredible, but if you can roll another 4 white dice, you know, if assuming you're not suppressed, then that is fantastic. Probably my least favourite card, I think, because it's the one that I can imagine using the least. Though, if I was in a real clutch situation, it might come in handy. However, I'd probably rather keep Luke in melee or keep him out of trouble if I can avoid it. And the last one is a 3 pip. I'm a Jedi. Once again, Luke Skywalker only. Now, Luke gains the convert on defensive dice from surge to block. However, now do bear in mind this interesting part. He cannot perform attacks. When he's issued an order, he may choose 2 enemy troopers, trooper units at range 1. Those units cannot perform an attack. Now this might sound like a really bizarre card, but if you think about this, you've got Luke somewhere, you've got him in a real interesting position. You've just came up against Palpatine's 1 pip, or somebody kind of dropping one of their 1 pip cards who are going to do an attack, like Vader, for example. You know, these are all troopers. You can basically say these guys aren't attacking. You can essentially nerf somebody's, you know, incredible attack. You think about Dooku, he's got an incredible ability to do 2 attacks in a single turn and can be rolling ridiculous dice. This one card, if you get Luke within range 1, which in all fairness is a reasonably big bubble, can put a stop to it. So think about that. That's going to make for an incredible set of options. So this Luke is certainly a much more get in your face Luke and wreck your plan rather than just try to attack you. He's going to be able to do kind of weird and wonderful things by being able to convince your troops to turn on you, which could be terrifying if you are running a particularly souped up squad, or there's somebody up close, like somebody with, let's just say, a unit of snowtroopers with a flamer and frags, and then Luke takes control of them. And this one, where you get the dodge token, which is always great, and also you've got the additional white dice. So frankly, he is going to be able to survive, I think, an awful lot, which is handy, because 7 health is a lot, but let's be honest, if you're running against this, you're probably going to throw everything you've got at this man. Okay, well, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. I cannot wait to get this guy on the table. The only thing I'll point out is obviously when he comes, he's not pushed together like this, and he's not glued to his base. I've just done this just to kind of help show him on the camera so you can get a decent look of what he looks like. Okay, guys, thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and go and check out Blame the Dice Wargaming. These are a fantastic group of people based in Warrington who not only are great for the community, for Legion and for Wargaming, but are also going to show so many more videos in terms of 40k, Blood Bowl, Bolt Action, etc, etc. So if you like Wargaming and you like to kind of get stuck into that kind of stuff, go and watch these guys. They're an awful lot of fun and real nice guys too. Right, thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.